basically fixing everything. Worst possible scenario happened the other day, which is front came in, rained throughout the night. Probably not that much, maybe a half an inch, 3/4 of an inch, but enough to put a lot of water out there. And then cold came in right behind it, and now everything is frozen. So it was 23 degrees this morning, and now that everything was wet, all the traps are frozen in. So if we come over here and we look, there's the trap right here. It's there, it is, frozen in there. This one's actually better than the last two we've had. The last two we had were really frozen. But you can see what's happened is the top layer has just frozen. So if a critter steps on top of that, probably not gonna fire off and do anything. So what we're doing now is we're just getting the top crust off and the frozen part, and we're fixing it back up. If you can look, actually, down in here, underneath it's not frozen. This is like my trap bed here. It's got some peat moss in there and just some dry dirt that I had in there from before. That's not frozen, it's just the top layer that's frozen. You can go around, you can put some salt on them, and then just let them sit all day. But in this case, I'm just gonna go ahead and pop them off if they're frozen and just put some more dirt on them and be good. The weather's good for the next few days, so shouldn't have to mess with this anymore. All right, guys, so caught ourselves a little gray fox here. Same trap as we caught the gray fox in the other day. So this one is a little bit more beat up than the others, but I think we'll still be able to let it go. So we'll let this fox go and see what we can reset and hopefully catch a coyote here. Okay, so here is the remake of the set we just caught this gray fox in. Basically just put it back exactly like we had it before. We're using this burnt little piece of log. Put the trap right out here in front. Put a punch hole right here and a punch hole right there. So I got different lures here, 3 different lures. This whole place smells clearly like a gray fox, so no urine. And I just left it out here in the front. And you can tell I don't even have any guiding or anything. I'm letting that animal just roam around in between all 3 of those little spots where I've got lure at, so that her feet are moving all around. There's nothing to interfere in anything, and it works out so far. So it's the second fox here, a bobcat here, and then we blanked one day. So almost every day we've had a critter here. And again, we're right here on this little 2-track road. So we'll just keep chugging along. Now we need to start catching some coyotes here if we can keep these other critters out of our traps. Okay, so on this particular set, this is kind of like a Ed Schneider RJ set. Big flashy dirt hole down in there. Got to step down in to get to the trap. And where we are is we're in this little draw right here. A little small creek over here. Hill over here. Hill over here. Goes out to a big main field. And then back up here is just nothing but forest. So the critters are using this little draw to run in. And but this is not a critter. This is, I know you've seen it, it's a deer. There's a deer. You can see there's a deer track right there and some others. When you see this trap, it's pulled out, stretched out like this. It's almost always a deer. There's nothing for the jaws to hang on to. The deer went down in there, smelled around. They're curious. They step on the trap. It grabs them. They jump, stretches it out of the trap bed, leaves it just like this. There's never a catch circle. There's usually always deer tracks around. Telltale signs of catching a deer. So we will fix this one, and hopefully a coyote finds it next. Log all around.
Can't move your log and everything. Damn cows.
Trapping is definitely easier without the cows. There's no doubt about that.